I was born into a hard-working family, strong family, and I must admit it, I was blessed. My parents, I had my mom and my pops too. I also had a brother. His name was Tony. He's still living. He got into some trouble early on in his years, so he had to go away for a while. And in the meantime, it was just me and my family. And they taught me hard work and dedication and what it means to work hard. And what better place to learn that than Chicago? The Windy City, the city of the Air Jordan, where 6 championships was won. Now, I must admit, my dad, he wanted a better life for me. So we moved by the age of 7, I was. And we moved to the suburbs. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I had hoop dreams. I prayed for basketball. I wanted it so bad and I would do anything to get it. And when I finally had my opportunity to make a move and do something with the game, I broke my wrist. Now, when I broke my wrist, I went into a deep depression. I started trying different things, fell into some addictions that I never told nobody about, and also lost my faith in God and my belief in God as well. But maybe that's probably the best thing that ever happened to me in that moment, because that's why I believe that I'm here today. Now, don't take this as no sob story. This is my testimony, the way back. My name is Jamal, and born in Chicago, raised in the suburbs. You know, growing up, I always had like hoop dreams. That was the number one thing that I always wanted to do, you know what I'm saying? And I got inspired by some of the greatest basketball players alive.
Gets it ahead and flying by himself.
You have those extreme winners that literally...
The path of the righteous man is beset.
Look out! Starts out on fire. Michael is 4 of 5.
For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of love.
The thing about it is I didn't even like basketball at first. I liked playing football. That was like my thing. Like, I liked playing football at first, but I was way too small to play football. So so I was just like, fuck it, man. I'm finna just go hoop. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go chill with the hoopers. Like, my freshman year in high school, I went and I tried out for the football team. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I like. I was inspired by Devin Hester. Like, that was my guy. Like, that was my favorite football player ever. To this day, Devin Hester is still my favorite football player of all time. So I went and did football my freshman year of high school, and yeah, I ain't like it. It's true what they say. The football field creates more basketball players than any, like, the football field makes basketball players. Because I definitely got tired of being out there in the hot ass sun, and I went into the fucking AC and started playing basketball for sure. Growing up, I can't say that I had like a hard life growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, my parents always kept a roof over my head. There was a couple times that, you know, we did struggle under the water, a couple, you know, regular stuff, you know, like lights, sometimes food, You know, Christmas time, we ain't really had like that much sometimes, but you know, we stayed together as a family and we got through it. You know, as families should. You know, look out for one another. You know what I mean? My father, he's a truck driver. My mom, she worked in the medical field, so they was always doing their own thing. I was always the nigga that stayed at the crib, pretty much. I'm not really one of them niggas that get out all the time. You know what I'm saying? I kind of just stay to myself. That's always been me. That's been my thing. You know what I'm saying? Just stay out the way, pretty much. I really developed a love for basketball. Really, during high school, like my junior year, is when I started developing a love for basketball. But it got like deep after high school, you know, cause during high school, nigga, I was short as fuck. I don't know why God decided to give me all my height after high school, but during high school, nigga, I was a little nigga. I was a little nigga out there, man. I was like probably like 5'4", 5'5" my whole high school year, yo. Like, what? And then after senior year, whoop, niggas go to like 6'1". Man, if I had that then, I probably would have been in a better position. I believe that. I believe that for sure. The people that most influenced me in the game of basketball was like the Michael Jordans and like. But see, Michael Jordan wasn't even my favorite player. Michael Jordan was never my favorite player. My favorite player was Derrick Rose. Like the way that he like a crossover and the way that he go up and under and the things that D Rose would do, oh man, it was so amazing. Derrick Rose was so amazing, man. Like, if you was from Chicago, D Rose made you come and sit down and be in front of your TV screen that whole time. You know what I'm saying? And you won't move. So D Rose was definitely a catalyst, like definitely a pioneer for me wanting to play basketball the way that I wanted to play. So I started taking the game, you know, more serious and things like that. I actually started training and getting my body together and things like that. And I finally came across like a few opportunities to play basketball. I tried to play college the first time, and I didn't get picked. I ain't gonna lie, a nigga was hurt. Cause it's like, man, I did all this practice. I got nice and everything just to like for somebody to tell me, nah, you wasn't good enough. Like, you know what that like do to some motherfuckers, like. But that to me, that drove me to make like, and that made me like want to play even harder. That made me want to like get up earlier than everybody else. That made me want to like actually go to the gym and practice for hours and hours and hours. It was a whole summer where I was just in the gym consistently, more than anybody. You know what I mean? And so the next year, it was me and one of my homies, right? And we actually had an opportunity to go play college basketball. And we was hyped, you know what I'm saying? And like the day we was supposed to go and, you know, practice with the team and stuff like that, they were actually trying to find new players to, you know, play on their team and give scholarships to, things like that. I felt like I was the nicest nigga around. I'm not gonna lie to you. And there was no way I wasn't gonna get that. There was no way I wasn't gonna be on that team, and it was too easy. We had went to a practice and I saw these niggas hoop and I'm like, man, they not it, man. They not it. When I get up in here, I'm still in the show, my nigga. So basically, the day before we had to go back out there, right? I went outside and I was playing basketball cooking niggas as usual. But I had went up for a layup and I got undercut from my legs. And I tried to break my fall and I ended up breaking my wrist. When you talk about pain, disappointment, everything at once, it was just, my body kind of just went into shock all at one time, you know, because I'm sitting here thinking, my wrist is fucking broke. What the fuck am I about to do?
I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world.